That took us from where we were to where we are today. And here's the question. I'm going to say, are you ready? And I want you to say, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Everybody all over the world, you guys ready? In your language. Wish we could have heard that. That would have been awesome. Okay, so here's the question. Ready? Joel Barker, 1992. What do I believe is impossible? What do I believe is impossible to do in my field, but if it could be done, would fundamentally change my business? That is an amazing, amazing question.
Limit your field of view, and you'll see more. I learned this from one of my snipers. We're over up in Afghanistan. We're looking at this hillside. We're trying to find the enemy, and I'm on my binoculars staring around, and I'm just not seeing anything. I'm looking at the whole field, and one of my snipers turned to me and said, "You looking at everything?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "You're not going to see anything." I said, "Okay, what do I do?" He said, "Look, deconstruct that hillside, break it into manageable chunks, stare directly at that, and you're going to see everything." And he was right. Limit your field of view, you're going to see more. As leaders, you got to do it. You got a lot on your plate, you got a lot of vision that you need to take care of, right? Bring it down into something concise, and you're going to see more.
I say this to you, I wrote a book called Winner's Dream, From Corner Store to Corner Office. And I never forgot in that little delicatessen in New York what it really takes to be a winner. And it really does come down to the customer and having empathy for that customer. And I encourage you to do things that your competition either can't do or chooses not to do. Don't obsess on the competition. Obsess on the white space that they've yet to cover. And do things better than them at things they've chosen not to do or they cannot do. And you can really provide an uncanny service to your customer. And in the end, the customer and the customer alone determines whether we win or we lose. And the one thing I'll tell you about this business, whatever business you're in, public sector, private sector, small, medium, or large, trust is the ultimate human currency. No trust, no progress. But when you have trust, you can do a lot.
Who besides your father, and what other experiences went into, if I can say, preparing you for that day and the way you've come through it?
Well, there are so many things that people think have contributed to this campaign that I'm doing right now. One is that I was named after Malala Yousafzai. She is the Pashtun Jwan of our game. We are really proud of her because she raised her voice for freedom. And she was just like 18 or 19 that she spoke out to the soldiers in Afghanistan and said that this is the time that we fight for our rights and fight for our freedom. So her voice was very powerful, and so I was named after her. But I always say that war was through guns and swords. This war is going to be through books and pens, and this is for the freedom of education and the freedom of children to go to school. So one is that thing in my life. Then my mother, she always encouraged me to speak the truth, and she believes that it is our duty as human beings that we say what is right and what is just. Other than that, the circumstances, situation in Swat really changed my life. If I hadn't gone through this situation of terrorism, if I wasn't stopped from going to school, then I might not have started this campaign, or maybe I would have started it, but very late. So circumstances also played an important role in my life.